So, where shall we begin? The demo version?
Yes, exactly. I was exactly thinking about
Yeah.
this. Um,
So, so you sent me the demo version, which was this one, and you sent me all the stems, the multi-tracks for that, and that's what I worked with. So this
how
is
many
the,
tracks? How many
I
tracks
don't
there
know
was?
actually. Maybe I can have a look real quick.
Maybe 10. Maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. Multi-tracks. So this was it. These were the tracks. I can't, like, how many are this? Well,
Yeah,
if I do
maybe
that.
20 tracks max. Yeah.
So 20 tracks, yes. It says 40, but this is like the Ableton files. So 20 tracks. And
Maybe
a
we
lot of
listen
them,
to the, yeah, maybe we listen
yeah.
to it.
So this was the track that you sent me.
You cry, she when I hold your hand was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life. Laying on the couch, eyes closed, waiting for it to resolve, So Tom Cruise level shit, going through the heights, through the heat, driving faster than limits. Just smile while resisting a French kiss. Think I move your heart with my thing. Don't believe that you are just a fling. You smile while resisting a French kiss. Restaurants full of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really
okay.
acoustic feeling.
Yeah,
It was mostly recorded with one guitar, acoustic guitar directly on the DI.
yeah. DI.
Directly on the DI, just my little travel guitar lag that you
Yeah,
know. Just
yeah,
record like one track, I think, for the guitar and a little keyboard track for what you hear in the chorus,
yeah,
and then and the little drum on additive drum, but that was pretty much it.
yeah.
Uh,
And the synth bass.
and the synth bass, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so one of the first things I actually did was I straightened the beat because you have this beat that's like, so you have this beat that's do da do da do da do da, like this here. Wait, no, it's before this here. That kick that plays a little bit too early, right?
Yeah.
So I fixed that, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought it was like really holding the beat back from being like going forward,
Yeah.
being a straightforward beat, forward pumping kind of beat. So I straightened it out so it was just four four to the floor basically. Um, that was one of the first things I did. And another
Yeah.
thing I did was I fixed the guitars because they were very like mixed technically. They were very like really soft and then really hard, loud, really
Mm-hmm.
loud and then really soft.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of like clicks, which yeah, I mean you get that when you cut and paste.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find that. Um, think here. Well, okay, so this was the original. Actually, let me turn this back on. So this. So as you can see, like this is like super loud
Yeah,
compared to what's coming before, and that hits the limiter like really hard, and then the limiter does nothing, and then the limiter smashes again, you know. So
yeah.
I kind of fixed it by just, you know, cutting it and then turning it down, like the clip gain, like -6. So this is 0, and then it's -6 here, and then it goes
Wow,
back to 0. Yeah. So I did a lot of that. I fixed a lot of those large dynamics, so they just get into like, because there's a compressor on the bus, I think, or there was at some point.
maybe, yeah,
Um,
maybe.
so I might do a compressor, or I think maybe anyway. It's just so the whole thing hits the compressors and the EQs at the same levels, you know.
Hmm.
Um, Same thing here. This is also all like fixed. So this is 0, and then here it's -6. It's always around -6 that I had to do for those loud parts. Same thing here. -6 and then 0 again, just to get them equalized in volume. Same thing here with these. So we have 0 or like 3.25, because I turned this one up, I guess, and then -4.
Yeah.
Same here. So this is also like 7 dB difference, 7.5 or something like
Wow,
that. Yeah,
that's huge.
yeah. So I do a lot of I try to do a lot of that before I even start you know, working on the production, just fixing things. Same thing with the vocals. Although we ended up not using the demo vocals, we ended up using new vocals, right? So
Yeah.
they were better in that way. So okay, so now I have to think like what was the next thing I did.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions so far?
Hmm. No, I think it's clear. Um, yeah, you started by the guitar. No, you started by putting a four on the floor on the drums. I didn't even
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
you actually did the four on the floor. And then you just started, but you use the same plugins for the. You use the same, like I send you the presets for addictive drums, and you use the exact same presets, the settings.
Well, yeah, as a starting point, like
A
they've
starting
become
point.
something else eventually. Like in time, they just change as
Hmm.
I work on it. But yeah,
Yeah, completely, of
um,
course. Yeah.
okay, I think another thing like that I started with like in the first few days, let's say, um, was the bass. So we have yeah, we have this, the bass is, I think your original bass was this, no, this. Um,
Yeah, OSC bass.
one of these, yeah. So I think this was your original bass.
Okay, but you can already hear the sidechain. So did you add?
Yeah,
I didn't do a sidechain on my original bass, I think.
no, I think
Yes, that's the
yeah,
original.
yeah, this is the original bass. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, so actually, you actually kept it. You kept the original. You just lowered the lows. Like you just cut the lows on the original, and then you
No,
added a second track. No, no, no.
I think I ended up removing this bass entirely. I had some versions along the way where this was in, but I think
Mhm.
I completely replace them.
Oh
Because
yeah.
yeah. So actually without these plugins, so this was the original bass. And I replaced it. So first off, I recorded my actual bass guitar, and ended up sounding something like this.
Wow. Did you use a pick or it was with your fingers?
With my nails, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I used that, and I can show you what it sounds like without all the processing on it. So
So there is zero processing here.
this is without processing. Yeah, I think even on the just this EQ, I guess. So this is without processing.
It's already pretty heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an active bass, so there's an EQ on the bass also. And then for the chorus.
It's funny because it's a little bit out of tune in the
Yeah.
No, did you actually like do it manually, or did you put like up the tone in the software, or you did
No, I
the
played it. I played it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's funny
this is
because it's a
exactly.
little bit out of tune, like
Yeah.
the chorus part.
Yeah, could be. Is it? Like
A little bit.
but you know, even if it's like if it is out of tune, that might like give it some liveliness, you know? Like
Exactly.
it's a
No,
real yeah.
I think it's yeah, I say it as a compliment. Like
Okay.
it sounds a little bit like 0.2, maybe out of
Yeah.
tune,
Yeah,
but
just a little bit flat
a
maybe.
little bit flat. But
Yeah.
actually, it creates more. I think it sounds more alive. Exactly.
Yeah. And I did the same thing, but then an octave higher, also on the bass, which sounds like this. Actually, let me play it from here. Yeah, here. So. So I panned, I recorded it twice, panned it left and right. So that's why it sounds so wide.
Wow.
So this together with the low bass.
Wow.
And then there's still more two synth basses on top. So we have this one, Serum.
Wow. But
And
how?
then, yeah,
Yeah.
sorry?
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Listen to
Okay.
last one.
Yeah, and then this one, it's one I recorded first with I played it first with the synth plugin. I think this one. Yeah, this is the one. And then I exported it, and that's this one. So this one, and then the serum bass, and then my real basses. And that's the bass of the song, together with the drums.
So how do you do when you stack up like 5 basses together? Like, do you make sure there is no clashing frequencies at some point? Like you
Yeah.
will.
So first off, I do a little bit of EQing on all of them. So the real bass, for example, has so it goes down here in the EQ, right? Because my idea is if you have like, let's say we have one, so two, three, we have 3 low frequency basses on this, and then 2 left and right that are like an octave higher. My idea is if you turn down the EQ on the low end of all of them, just slightly,
Yeah.
like this one and this, well, this one I think is already in there. So you turn down the EQ, the low end. Like if you stack them all together, that low end will increase again because they're all stacked together,
That's true.
right? So because when you have one frequency and you double that frequency, it's 3 decibels louder. So if you turn down both channels by, let's say, 3 dB,
Yeah.
and then stack them on top of each other, it's 0 again, basically. So that's my idea behind it. So I the most of the shaping of the sound and the layering happens in the higher end, in the higher harmonic range, let's say. And
Yeah.
the sub basses are all just stacked together. So I do that, but then I also make sure the phases are aligned. So there's no,
Yeah.
or there's minimal clashing of frequencies and canceling out of frequencies, because when you stack things on top of each other, maybe one phase, like one sound one sound wave goes up, and the other stack it goes down, and that cancels each other out. So you have to kind of phase align them, and that's what I
Yeah.
do with the Fuser, this plugin. So as you can see, the phase rotation is minus 64 degrees, so it shifts the phase just slightly off, so they they correlate better with each other. So, and it's a minor difference, but when you put a lot of stacks together and the kick and the bass and everything goes together, it makes a lot of difference if you do these tiny things to make sure that everything correlates well.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah. And another thing I did was I made sure that the phase rotation was centered, because if you look at this original the original take of the low bass, you can see that it's slightly off-centered. So it's slightly more up than, like, more in the upper half of the what do you say? The How do you say that? What's the word for that? I forgot. The
Spectrum?
No, it's
The curve?
bass.
Signal?
It's slightly more like off axis. The axis, that's the word, axis. So
Mm.
slightly more in the left side of the axis, so or the upper side of the axis. So as you can see here, there's more happening up here. Maybe I can draw it. So there's more happening here on this side than on this side, right? See?
Mm-hmm.
And to equalize that, I just go into RX10 and rotate the face.
Yeah.
And like I showed you before, but I could also show it here, but I'll just show the end result. So this is the original take, slightly off axis, and this is the face corrected one, where like if we look at the same one, same part. Let me take all this away. So you can see here, for example, this is the axis here in the middle. So you can see there's more happening here
Mm-hmm.
and less happening here. But here you can see that it's much more in the center.
Center, yeah.
Yeah, except for maybe this little line here, but this is way more, it's way more centered, let's say. So
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
so that,
so
yeah,
now you can work on it. So you can work on each base, like on the analog base with more
yeah,
margin. You have more margin to
yeah.
work with it.
Yes, exactly. I can turn it up. I can crank it up much louder that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the end result is pretty loud, but how do
yeah.
you make, like when you listen to the song, it doesn't sound as loud because it's kind of, how do you glue everything together, like make sure, because when you listen
It,
to just the bass and the drums, I mean it's just loudness, but maybe the volume is just up, but it sounds really big. It's
yeah,
really
like
like a
just
war.
when I think just now when okay, so if I just play the drums and the bass together, so this sounds already like a wall of sound, right?
Yeah, already, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically like Phil Spector's theory of layering. Uh, so I have like, okay, what do we have? Like one, two, the one, two. Actually, this is because this is two. So one, two, left and right, three, four, four, five, five basses at the same time. And then when we look at the drums, so let's look at the drums. So remember, we have five basses running at the same time. And then we have one, two, three, no, two, because this one's off, I see. Two, at least two kicks. So that's two kicks. But then also here in the overheads, we also have this one. No, this one. And this one. So that's four kicks are playing at the same time. So every time you hear the kick, that's four kicks at the same time. And
Yeah, you
then
have like you have the original normal drum, like really MIDI, like additive drums, normal track that will sound really cheap if you play it only by
yeah,
itself, but then you add something more like a lot of attack, more of gated snare
yeah,
and kick with a little bit of distortion, so like
yeah,
to create the distort the sound, and then in between you have probably something else to make it
yeah. So
the
I'll
major.
show you. So we have this one. This is actually like this is the most beefy kick, the one that puts everything at the bottom end. So that's this. That's basically an enhanced Lindrum kick from the 80s, from the Lindrum. It's from the Oliver pack on Splice, which is really
Yeah.
good for this kind of
Great,
music.
great
Yeah,
pack.
and they basically just put a bunch of processing and maybe some layering on a Lindrum kick.
Mm.
So that's the main kick, and then we have this one on top, like a slightly more acoustic sounding kick, and together they sound like this. And then we have the room kick, this one. This one is kind of to put it in a room. And then we have this one. It's kind of like a, let's say this is like the overhead kick and the other is a room kick. And it's all from like plugins. So none of it is actually real. It's all from plugins, but together they make they give kind of like the illusion that it might be real drums, right? So
True.
yeah, and then all together we get this. So this kick, and this kick. So this is the kick now. And in your perception, when you listen to the song, it's all just one kick
Yeah.
because it plays at the same time.
And would you do this on every project, or that it depends of the drum tracks you have that sent you
Yeah. Well, I end up doing this on everything
everything? Yeah.
because you know, a kick like I would, for example, I really wanted to retain. So in the demo, we have this acoustic sounding drum. And I wanted to retain that acoustic kind of feel, but then also have it really smashy like contemporary pop music, really really tight low bottom end, but still the character of a real drum. And then I just start playing with like layering. What can I do with if I put all these kicks together?
Yeah.
So it's kind of and you know what, like I'll just throw a lot of shit at the wall and see what sticks, because maybe I'll start with like 10 different layers and then just pick out the best ones which work the best together, and then delete a bunch that I don't use. So you can see that there's still some traces in here. So I have this one. This one I ended up not using. So that's one I ended up not using. Like all these were all options
Mm-hmm.
that have been tried. And there's more here. So there's this one. I think this was an audio track at some point where there was a kick. There's this one, the original. That's also like I've also tried some stuff with this because look, I have a clipper on it, transient master on it, an EQ on it. So I have tried it, but I ended up removing it.
Yeah.
Same thing here. These have been tried. There's been like there's more. Okay, this is like these are your original tracks, I guess. So yeah, there's a lot of trial and error in the selection of these sounds.
Yeah.
But
Even for the
yeah,
snare.
for the
Even for
snare,
the
there's
snare,
three.
you
Yeah,
tried different ones.
yeah, yeah. Like we also have the the 1975 or the Johnny's Online snare option that we tried. Like let me
Yeah. For
put this
some
back
reason, it
on.
didn't really
Yeah,
work.
it's
But
no, it's not the song for it.
yeah.
Even though, like, if you just listen to the drums without the music, it could work.
Yeah. By
Like,
itself is good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an option. We tried that. We chose not to use that. Then
Yeah.
and then we ended up with this snare, which is also like it's also part of like so this snare that we used ended up using. It's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. So it's these layers, and then again the rooms here as well, these two. So we have this one, this one, and then the main ones, this one, and then this one, which is basically just a snare, but like if I could turn this reverb off.
Yeah, it's fascinating actually.
Yeah, this one, but then with the reverb, and this one, this one, and then all together. And that's 6 layers of snares.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fascinating because most of the time when you listen to a track, you just think like, oh, there is a drums and there is a bass, and like
Yeah,
in your head there is like 2 tracks. But in reality, most of the
yeah,
time it's much more complex.
yeah. Like
Yes.
when it's a track like this one, for sure, it's a lot more than just like if you listen to this, just you think it's just a hi-hat and a kick and a snare and that's it, but it's actually 6 snares and 4 kicks.
Plus overheads,
Yeah,
etc. Yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. Um, I mean, I think that it's really interesting take on the drums and the bass. And
yeah.
yeah, what about the guitars now? What about the
Okay.
guitars?
So at some point I asked you to record some more so we could pan them left and right.
True, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
that's
did
true.
that. Yeah.
And
So
actually struggled a little bit
yeah.
to, but because I wanted to retain the kind of acoustic sound, and I told you I really wanted the track to tend more into the maybe Steely Dan first era when it was
Mhm.
more like woody, etc. But at some point, I like doing the different takes, and I think I ended up doing like takes with a lot of takes with the electric guitars. And actually, yeah, that the result is good. So, but it's a
Yeah.
mix between acoustic and electric guitars, if I remember well, for
Yeah.
the guitars.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, because you also you have most acoustic was with the DI and some electric guitars like the funky guitars at the end and
Yeah.
yeah.
So the fact that this is acoustic guitar with a GI, maybe yeah, it retains a bit more
Yeah.
electric feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually I also recorded some guitars.
Hmm.
And I don't think you knew this actually, now that I think about it.
No.
No, but it's real simple. It's actually like I did my bass guitar, the higher octave of the bass guitar, but I did that same thing on the guitars, and it sounds like this.
So this is you.
Yeah,
So you're like following the bass, kind of.
yeah. Then the chorus.
It's really stereo. Like, it's like one note is left, one note is right.
Yeah, it's I just played it twice and panned them left and right. That's all I did. And I didn't I like you can see like when you look at the waves,
Mm.
they're pretty misaligned.
Mm.
And that's what gives it that fun, playful stereo feel, right? So this one right first, then left, and then here left first, then right, so
Mm.
very playful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my guitar. I snuck that in. I snuck that in, I should say. Um,
But why did you decide to do this? Because you felt there were not enough like high hands on the.
yeah, I guess I just, sometimes it's not even like I feel like it needs something, but it's like, okay, what could I do? And then
Yeah.
I'll just grab me guitar and, play those plugs and see and just put them in and see how if they add something. And in this case they did add something because you also had your uh this one. This one's from you,
Mm.
but it was just one. So it was mono. So it was just one. And maybe it was that. Maybe I was a little bit impatient because I asked you to play your guitars and some more
Yeah.
and left and right. And I
Yeah.
just, sometimes I get a little like impatient. Like I want these left and right field guitars right now.
Yeah.
So I'll just get my guitar and play some.
Yeah.
Although I'm not as good a guitarist as you are, so I'll just play the plugs left and right. So then you get like on top of yours, you just get this. So yours is like the lower octave, and then you have mine play on top left and right. And then I think you did play these later. Yeah, you gave these later. And this is like left and right stereo. But by that time I had already recorded mine. So and plus these are like a lower octave.
The
So if
harmonics
you
are interesting in my guitar takes.
yeah,
There is some harmonics in the background.
yeah. I think there's a one string ringing.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. I think you didn't mute the other strings.
Yeah. I was
So
also
well, but
impatient. Maybe I wanted to do
yeah,
it.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just left my higher octave guitars on it. So and it works. So it's a lot of this pattern because you also have this in the bass. So that's another thing about layering. So we have this one. So we have this one, this one, this one, and then also the basses. And all these form that, that staccato,
That's a
forward
lot.
driving, rolling impulse on the eighth notes. And that's also layering,
That's a
basically.
lot. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot.
So and yeah, all that together just, forms it's just yeah, so that's that one, this one, and then the hi-hats also tick 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 tick. So that's another layer on the eighths. You get this. So now it's playing that too. I don't just want the rhythm. This one, the basses and the drums. Oh, I think, yeah, I see what's happening. So this one, this one. Yeah. So that's a lot of layers. And that's how you get a big wall of sound kind of feeling, like a really grand, larger than life kind of sound.
Yeah, it's gigantic.
Yeah. The same thing. I guess these are off. Twiddle. Oh wait, no, it's or is it?
Yeah, now we're going
Yeah.
into the main character guitar.
Yeah.
No, not this one actually. This one are the high ones.
Yeah, this is the twiddle, I called it. This is this main riff. So same thing, layers, 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 layers. It's the big word of the day. The big word of the day is layers. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still the original. There is still the original takes from the demo
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, I think. No, wait, that's this one. This is the original. Also, with your DI, you get a lot of this artifact here. I had to fix a lot of that too. So this is like a little bump, as you can hear, like a bassy. So if we just hear that?
Yeah, I guess it's too late to remove it, but
I mean, I didn't use this.
Oh, you didn't use these tracks?
No, I didn't use
Oh.
this. The ones that I did use, most of them I fixed. So this one didn't have it so much. A little bit. But I guess the EQ kind of took it away too. So like it doesn't happen in the one that we released. Because this is muted, right? See, so it's grayed out, so it's not used.
So
And
you
the
use
one,
the new guitars that I
yeah,
sent you. You asked me to
yeah,
redo it.
yes, yeah, and then so we have that one, and then we also have this one. And it doesn't have it, so this one doesn't have it. Like I
So it
did do
seems
a
like it's
lot
an
of
electric
this.
guitar. Yeah,
This is an electric guitar, yeah.
definitely.
And this was the another DI, but you did like re-recordings because you redid them. I did do a lot of this again, like the -6, -6, 0. So because if I, as you can see, without the fix, it goes loud in these parts, like really loud compared to what like before. So
So you did compress the tracks.
yes, yeah. So these, so for example, this one's just compressed in the amp here.
So you added an amp for the dry
yeah,
guitar?
yeah, just to get
Wow.
a little here. So without it, it sounds like this.
Sound like shit, yeah. Nice.
And then with the amp,
It's kind of edgy to put an amp on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, but
It's
it works. And
and
you know,
then
if it
yeah,
works,
it works because also you compress on the end, right? So it's not like
yeah,
completely. I don't know. It's really interesting.
yeah. And then this one, same thing. I used this amp again, like with the compressor at the start, at the beginning. Unless it's off. Is it off? Okay, yeah, it's off. So, but there is some compressing going on. I mean, I hear compression, so there has to be.
I hear it at the end, maybe, no?
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that one, and then this Juno chorus from from Roland.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
the same. Oh, interesting.
yeah,
A little bit out of tune also.
yeah, that's what it does. That's what both of them. So if I turn off these effects, wait, let me keep this one on because
Actually,
that's just boring.
I couldn't imagine the guitar without the chorus. I also use this chorus for the first takes with the.
Yeah.
I also have a friend of mine sending me like 2 days ago. He sent me the on WhatsApp the YouTube video of every brace your take. I think it was a
Yeah.
message.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Uh,
such a good feeling.
I mean, it's a good song. The Sting song. It's a good song. We did try to stay away from it a little bit, but I guess like every song that has guitars on the eighths, like ting 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 ting, is gonna remind people of that song. So
That's good. Yeah, that's good because
yeah,
it's like it's not even sampling, but it's like a tribute. You can think
yeah,
of it as a
tribute. Yeah,
tribute.
for sure.
Because I
So that's the
tried
main
other
riff.
options.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
tried other options. You asked me like try to do something to play the guitar differently,
yeah,
and I tried some things more complex or more simple or more funky or etc. But nothing was giving me the same feeling of nostalgic feeling.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's gonna be another song then, I
yeah,
guess.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, you have to accept that maybe like this song is just has that going on the
yeah,
eighth.
exactly. Yeah.
Ting 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 ting. Yeah. Okay. What else? So we had this one also. This. That's basically all it does, right?
All those, yeah, through
Yeah.
the whole song.
Yeah. And then all the guitars together sound like this. Yeah, we also have
Beautiful.
those guitar fills. That's also so we have this dun, 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 the rhythm and the fills. That's this. So these that you played. And here in the chorus.
Yeah, and there is these new ones also
Yeah.
at the last second. Yeah. No, no. This one was added at Chris studio in Germany, like plugging the guitar directly into the sound card. Don't
Oh yeah.
care. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really dirty, like dry
Yeah.
sound, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
great. I
Yeah.
like
It
it.
works.
Yeah,
Like
it
with
works.
everything. Yeah. Let me play it without the vocals for a minute, just so you can hear the guitars. Ah. Okay. cut all that.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Yep. Okay, so that's the guitars. The keys.
So yeah, we could have stopped here, but
Yeah, we could stop
was
here, but
it was time to add more keys. Yeah, but actually the
yeah,
keys was part of the demo too, but just like
yeah,
the ID for the main ID for the keys.
yeah.
But
I
then you
think
decided, yeah,
you took out well you had these. I think this is what you had at first. Just this. Wait,
mm, yeah,
like that's all you had. And then later you went to Chris Studio and you recorded some more, right? So you
for the
recorded
chorus, yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for the section, so the section is clear.
Yeah.
I like this one because for me this is the touch that gets us away from
Verse.
the sting
Oh, yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of monotonous in a good way, but
Yeah.
it's like maybe you can say the Grimaud touch, but
The Grimaud touch, yeah. And I also added some keys to it. Mainly this one. Um,
mm. So this is real keys. It's not MIDI. It's real keys, real keyboards.
no,
Oh,
it's
it's
this.
additive keys.
The additive keys, yeah. And then I also added this. Maybe you'll like this.
Hmm.
Like some brass from Contact, session horns.
Wow. Didn't hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in there. It's and then this one. Just that. It's FM8. Like brass-esque. Brass-esque.
What's this?
Just yeah.
This.
Just doing
Brass.
some brassy sound, like the brass sound on that. And together it sounds like this. Yeah, and then here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to get some of that, like with these brass sounds, this, these two. This one, the FM one, was basically meant to get a little bit of that Huey Lewis in the News kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know them?
Yes. Well, if it's in the news, yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
like the Back to the Future song, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then here, when you put this on social media, you can put that like an excerpt of that song here.
It's true, but it's the fun part. Like the chorus is where there is all this
Yeah,
little licks going on. Also the pre-chorus and the chorus. So
yeah,
while the chords stays pretty much the same the whole song, which is funny.
yeah, yeah. It's basically the whole song is basically just the same thing, but then you change the you transpose or modulate the chords, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Uh, well, we could have stopped there,
Yeah.
but we didn't because you also wanted some vocals on it.
Yeah, of course. So
Yeah, I
also
think
yeah.
yeah, I think the vocals are like really good because like you have like a whole like again the word of the day is layering because you use like so we have like 6 snares, 4 kicks, uh, uh what was it like 5 things playing that eighth notes thing. I don't know, was it 5 something like that. Then we have
Guitars.
uh oh wait, let me I also like add like way at the end, way at the end, I added these strings also, like as a
Yeah, the
keys.
strings, yeah.
Just yeah, like, but it's just like kind of
Yeah, I remember.
like the Hitchcock movie.
So some drama, yeah.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
drama.
But it's
Yeah, yeah. I remember I was actually hesitating on these ones. I told you like maybe it's a little bit too much, but actually I realized I love the drama. Like it creates a more it sounds
yeah,
grand at the end,
yeah, yeah,
and it's
yeah.
crazy.
We remove the first half, so it only comes in the second half of that. Like, so we remove this because first it was like the whole all the way through, like, and yeah, that may have been a bit too much.
But
Yeah,
now you also added some keys on the last choruses.
yeah. The Juno, the
The
Juno.
Juno,
Let's
so
yeah.
the
Before
Junos,
we
yeah.
go to the vocals, let's go over all of that first.
Because
So the
you had
Juno.
to put some Junos. Yeah, this is the real
Yeah,
Junos, like the.
yeah, the real Juno, like the one you see behind me. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if you can see that. Um, so behind me, this
The
this here,
babies.
yeah, this is my precious Juno and my precious JX3P. I didn't use that one, but I used the Juno.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, no 80s track can exist without using the Juno, of course. So,
No.
um, but yeah, I tried a bunch of things. I can show you some things that that I tried because I like 90% of it we threw ended up throwing away. We didn't use it. But yeah, I did some things with like kind of like um Wham with the last Christmas I gave you my heart. You know, the kind of that
Yeah.
feeling. Stay I think I'm not sure, but check me on this. I think that was also a Juno. But yeah, so kind of like or like yeah, it's a bit it became a little bit cheesy, right? With that
Yeah,
like,
maybe. Yeah.
this one. Well, that ended up not working. This one, what's this? Yeah. So this is all the Juno.
This one is good.
Yeah, but I guess.
But yeah, it's a bit too much when you listen
Yeah,
to the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah. It's I thought it was too cheesy anyway.
Yeah. I
So like
mean, yeah. I think so.
same thing here. But the one thing that we did end up using, so I made I came up with like an arpeggio that was like this. So let me turn off all these effects. So I first came up with this arpeggio. But then I thought like we can just shorten it and make it a riff before the riff, I thought. So you have the dun dun dun, right? And I thought, what if we put something that precedes that? Let's say, so you get a do 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 kiss, dun 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 dun, right? That's how it kind of played out in my head. So
Makes sense, yeah.
yeah, so I ended up turning it into this little. And that's also like I just played it. I didn't use MIDI. I literally played it with my hands. So twice left and right, and then once with a slightly different sound, and then put it together, and then with everything. And it's fun to put the kiss vocals in here as well. So let's take a kiss, and then this one, and then all the keys, the guitars, and keys. Yeah, so together you get this. It wasn't playing the. Wait, give me a sec. Okay, so then you get this.
Kiss.
Like that whole little thingy. So kiss.
That's a lot
That
of
whole
things, yeah.
yeah, it's so I just thought that's so like playful and fun,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, that's some points.
Kiss.
yes, that
That's some
whole
points.
little interplay of everything together is so much fun. I just think that's so fun.
Yeah, that's some points.
Yeah.
That's what you
Okay.
should do. And
Yeah.
then
The
just the vocals remains.
Yeah. Yeah, just the vocals. Again, like we said before, layering is the word of the day.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of vocals. We have a lot of so we have one main.
Recorded between France and Germany, actually.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Also, like Chris did some backing vocals and then also added some me backing vocals in Germany, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of layers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so even just the lead vocals is a lot of layering. So um we have the lead which is actually just like this.
You crashing when I hold your hand was the most adorable thing.
But then we also have doubles. So that's these.
You crashing when I hold your hand was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life.
So there was a lot of air, fresh
Yeah.
air, and a lot of compression.
So this one, yeah, I guess this one does have like fresh air on it. The leads not so much, but these are just supposed to be like backings in the background.
And
so yeah,
yeah, would
put
you like cut the lows also on the EQ? Like, do you put a low cut on this type
yeah,
of?
yeah. Okay, so we have this one.
You crashing when I hold your hand
That's
was
just
the
one,
most
and this was
adorable.
basically meant as like it's a double because it's not the same take, but I just meant it as a parallel compression to the original, to the main take. So a lot of compression on this one.
You crashing when I hold your
So here,
hand was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life.
So this one on underneath the lead.
You crashing when I hold your.
And then the left-right doubles also. And this just lacks a lot of like the mid frequencies. So these get cut out, and this one. And then again here. Because I really don't want those mids. Because those mids are for the lead vocals. Because if you put these together, so this one. Yeah, your lyrics were slightly different in these backings, eh? Yeah.
It's kind of dirty. Yeah.
Yeah. And then together with the leads.
It was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life. Laying on the couch, eyes closed.
Yeah. Without them.
It was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life. Laying on the couch, eyes closed.
So that's the doubles. And that's all just unison. But then you also have the harmonies.
You crush, she hold your hands. Most adorable thing I've seen in my life. Laying on the couch, eyes closed, waiting for it to rest.
And of course, as well on the chorus, we have two harmonies. This one.
Going through the height, through the heat, driving fast.
And this one. And then together with the leads.
Going through the height, through the heat, driving fast to the limit. You smile, resisting a French kiss.
So yeah, a lot of layering again with the vocals as well, and dirty layering, I would say, because because there's a lot of like, sometimes you stop a sentence midway, and I just think it adds a lot of character. Like it's not neat, let's say, but it's kind of like, it's a bit sloppy, and but it adds fun to the track, because I think this. So in this harmony, you don't even sing the first words.
Yeah.
And here it is faster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I always do backing vocals like this. It's like more like, I don't know, it's the wave.
Yeah. But then
going through the height, through the heat, driving fast to the limits.
Like what's happening here?
Yeah, that's a mistake. Just laziness.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like a little bit. It's you're not being perfectionistic at all, and that adds magic to it, I think.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of like playfulness to it. Like, oh well, as long as the lead vocal carries the song, it should be fine.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a background as a rapper, maybe.
Yeah. And then you had all these takes with Kiss in it, and I just took all of them out. Yeah, and put them on separate tracks, so I could just, make it sound ridiculous and kind of stupid. There's no processing on this whatsoever. It's just dry. It's just these takes.
Kiss.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and I tried to make them sound like in a small room. Think, yeah.
Kiss.
And
You
not
send
too
them all to the
much.
same reverb.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And not at all like a lot of panning, because only these are hard panned, and these first ones, and then these are slightly panned left and right, and like this one is center, 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 center. I didn't want it too wide, let's say, and because I really wanted that Prince effect on this one, so you get
Kiss.
the kiss, kiss.
Yeah,
Like it's very percussive and very like bam, like in your
Bam.
face.
yeah,
Yeah, like a hit, like it hits you. Like
true.
here.
It's a smile. Resisting a French kiss. Kiss.
Yeah.
Very princey. Mm.
Yeah. And choirs, well, that's just Oz, I guess. Like this one is just wait, oh, it's muted. This one is just Oz.
Oh, this is Chris.
That's Chris. Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah. And that's just pitched, I guess.
Mm.
Pitched up. The same ones, but just pitched up. And then
I sent it to you pitched. I did this? The pitching?
Yeah, I didn't do that. And your choirs.
To the heights. To the image you smile. Resisting the French kiss.
Mm.
Move your heart.
And here, like at this point here, I had to align that
To the heights.
it's at the end. I had to align them because
Yeah, otherwise it would be
they
dusty.
were. It was gonna be like it was a little bit like like
Yeah.
you hear all the S, all those just separate. I mean, I could use vocal line, but this was like just a tiny little one that I just did manually.
Yeah.
To the heights. To the image you smile. Resisting the French kiss.
Yep. So that's also more layers. Because like with the vocals, everything on top, everything that's going on, harmonies and the leads.
To the heat, driving fast to the image you smile. While resisting a French kiss.
Yeah. That's the song.
That's it.
Yeah. And then when we A/B with the original, you can see kind of what the effect is of everything.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start with the demo, and then I'll switch between the demo and the released version. Here we go.
You cry, sheen when hold your hand was the most adorable thing I've seen in my life. I move your resisting a French kiss, kiss. Think I move your heart with my sufficient. Cruise devotion, going through sufficient. Tom Cruise devotion, going through the heights, through the heat. Having fast in an image, a smile, while resisting a French kiss. Image, a smile, while resisting a French kiss. Kiss. Think I move your edge, a smile, while resisting a French kiss. Kiss. Think I move your heart. Think I move your heart with my thing. Think I move your heart with my thing. Don't believe that he was the fling a smile while resisting a French kiss. Kiss. Think I move your heart with my thing. Don't believe that he was just a fling a smile while resisting a French kiss. Kiss.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of drum fills also
yeah,
that
like drum
wasn't there
fills.
before.
Yeah, maybe I can. Okay, so the drum fills are just. I have this drum fill preset that I made myself. Oh, this is actually. Look, I found a mistake. I should have done this. Oh well.
Too late.
Anyway, too late. Yeah, too late now. It's part of the history now. Yeah, it's just like, semi-random, just doing, like, I played around a lot with this. Like, these are unused, ended up unused. This one unused. Um, what else? I have some things from Splice here that I cut up. This one I didn't. I ended up not using that, I guess. This one, what's this? Oh, that's nice. I like this one, like a little. Um, and then this one, yeah, of course, the classic Lindrum clap, right?
Mm.
Let me actually go here because this is basically where everything happens. Like this fill here. So we have this, we have this Oliver one. Oliver, like, brilliant. They make the best stuff. And I added like this one has a like a like that sound, like, and I kind of augmented it with this one. So together, bit of augmentation, and then this one. These
Yeah.
toms. And then this one, this slap, and these toms. And then, like, together. And then also the cymbals, right? Because I used a bunch of cymbals, like reverse ones, reversed some cymbals. I don't often use cymbals, but I found it appropriate for this song. Like cymbals, like get that real feel, 80s feel, like real drums feel, and then together They sound like they come out like this. Wait, yeah. So this is the little quiet part. Yeah. So that's that fill, and then here we have this big fill, like uh
Wow. Yeah, that's
yeah,
really add something more. That they are different each time. It's
yeah,
adds to the feeling of realness. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's a
yeah.
lot of
That's
things.
everything. Yeah,
That's a lot of things. And
yeah,
we managed to you did this, like you managed to create this semi electric, semi acoustic feeling, like nostalgic vibe, without being too much like a wall of sound in your face, even though when you listen to the bass and the drums alone, it sounds like it's a wall of sound. But when
yeah,
everything is together, the guitars and the vocals take over, and
yeah,
it's still like, yeah, they also with the last touch on the mastering, etc. It's, I think the
yeah,
song is real, still like nostalgic, relaxing when you listen to it.
yeah.
It's a lot of
And
things. That's It's a very, yeah,
yeah, and
dense.
amazing mastering done by Nicholas from Panorama.
Yes,
Shout out to Nicholas.
shout out to him,
Yeah,
and shout out to Chris to supporting me also in the process.
yeah, with some synths and some keys and some backings.
Yes, and it's been like almost 6 months since the first demo,
Yeah,
and I think this is a great sequel we could say for
yeah,
the Woomy track,
Woomy. Yeah,
and
maybe we should do a video like this on Woomy as well if you want.
yeah, I think so, because I want to make more of this format, and I want
Yeah.
to have like some extract on the socials, but also I want to publish the full version for, like, I created a Substack recently.
Oh, I didn't
So
know.
like I didn't tell anyone, but I
Okay.
just created it, and now I think I want
Yeah.
to publish some more deep content, like making of the tracks, etc., and
Yeah.
some, it's, I think it's good to, yeah, to document the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
interesting.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
great. Should we stop the recording?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I think I showed you everything now.
cool.